2K Sports. I'm glad to have you with us for NBA basketball. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next. It's the Miami Heat facing off against the New York Knicks. And that's it for now. Let's send you out to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. Enjoy the first half. We'll see you soon.
Ready for action are the Knicks. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. And now we take a brief check at the matchups. Our starting five for both teams. First for the Heat, Chalmers and D. Wade are the guards. And playing at the 5, the always versatile 6'11" star big man, able to score inside and out, Chris Bosh. Then it's LeBron James, and it's Haslem in at the 4. And for the Knicks, Felton is out there with Iman Shumpert. And in the middle, the 2012 Defensive Player of the Year, 7'1" rebounder, shot blocker, and leader Tyson Chandler. Then it's Anthony, and it's Bargnani in at the 4.
You know, part of being a championship team is having the talent first and foremost, but then managing the minutes of that talent. The Heat, I thought, did a nice job monitoring the minutes of the big three throughout the season and playoffs last year.
And so the tip-off, it's Miami. Kicks to Haslem. Pass to Wade. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Feeds it to Haslem. Back to Wade. Pass to Chalmers. LeBron James on the wing. Tyson Chandler pulls it in. Well, as you said, Clark, the big three in their prime, but really, you want them to just get their work in during the season, not exhaust themselves before they make it to the playoffs.
I thought, Kevin, along those lines, I thought by the end of last season, Miami was exhausted. And once you try to win a third title in a row, the emotional fatigue and exhaustion really becomes a factor. So this is going to be interesting to watch all year.
Now here's Bosh. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. And the Knicks with possession. It's a three-point game. Outside jumper. Shoots. No good. The Heat go the other way with it.
Well, really the heart and soul of this Miami team in a lot of ways, Udonis Haslem, born and raised in Miami. He's played his entire decade-long career with the Heat and just a tough, hard-working guy and a locker room leader.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, I spoke briefly with Eric Spoelstra. They'll have their hands full with the Knicks in this one, and I asked him how he planned on playing them. He told me they have some big names. Melo, Kidd, Amare, the list goes on. I think we can beat them with our depth, though. The deeper into the benches each team goes, the better advantage we'll have. We'll see if his bench backs up his remarks, guys.
Thanks, Doris. And back to Haslem. He helped lift the Florida Gators program back to prominence, took them all the way to the NCAA championship game, playing at center of all positions.
But was really heavy back then at Florida. He had to lose a lot of weight before he was ready to play in the NBA. Went to Europe to play first. He's been the heart and soul of the Heat organization ever since.
Shumpert passes to Felton. 4 on the clock. And stolen by LeBron. Shumpert against Chalmers. Back to Wade. He passes it to LeBron. Haslem. LeBron outside. And again, Miami with the triple.
It's been a very efficient first quarter for him. He's creating good opportunities and converting those that he creates.
Felton against Chalmers. Felton kicks to Shumpert. Back to Felton. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
Dropped that one in as soft as a feather using the finger roll.
Chalmers dishes to LeBron. Back to Chalmers. He feeds it to LeBron. Haslem. There's the pass to LeBron. Chalmers. He's covered by Felton. And Bosh backs down. LeBron outside. It's stolen by Anthony. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. Nice shot by Felton.
Great job capitalizing on that steal and getting the easy points in transition.
Exactly how it should be done after a turnover.
LeBron kicks to Chalmers. Launches a 3. Rebound by Anthony. The Knicks leading by 3, and it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
Not the kind of pass you want to be making right there. He's lucky it wasn't stolen.
And the Heat making a change here. Miami's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Back to Chalmers. He dishes it to Wade. It's Battier on the wing. Inside, LeBron, covered by Anthony. Shot from 12. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
He can finish in the post. That's one thing we know about him.
The Knicks have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far.
You know, after losing Jeremy Lin going into last season, guys, I think some fans were concerned that the team might slip back to isolation basketball and their offense would stagnate, but instead they flourished as a three-point shooting team.
The shot by Stoudemire, no good.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Felton goes in. And the Knicks miss again. And back to the Knicks personnel moves. You got to give them a lot of credit going out and finding shooters and defenders and Steve playmakers to surround their star players.
Yeah, they ended up with Bargnani, putting him at the kind of the shooting 4 spot, adding another three-point threat. The Knicks are always going to be aggressive personnel-wise. This was already a good team, second best record in the East, but you know they're looking to get better.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Chris Anderson has checked in for Bosh. And it's Allen in for Dwayne Wade. Here's Udrich, defended by Cole. Now Udrich. And World Peace kicks to Anthony. Kept alive. Now the feed to Udrich. Second shot opportunity. And that's 2 points on the layup. Udrich has got his first points in this one.
And these two teams continuing to trade blows like heavyweights in the middle of the ring.
So many times tonight the energy in this building has gone from one way to the other.
Battier cannot hit. The Knicks with the lead. There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter. Anthony with the bucket.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Now, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Way too loose on that inbounds pass.
The Knicks leading by 3. There's the double team with Allen. And it's Smith penetrating. And it's good.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for them.
Pass to Cole. He kicks it to Battier. LeBron from outside the arc. A second chance effort. No good on the layup. Here's Udrich. The shot no good. And so the first quarter is in the books. Knicks lead by 5. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Guys, they're really passing the ball well here in the first half.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Well, Meta can still give you some points when he plays, but I think his days of being an effective scorer are gone. He never really was a high percentage shooter, but now he stays right around that 40% mark.
And the shot is good. And that's now 9 points for LeBron.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Gentlemen, there is no doubt Chris Bosh has taken his share of criticism in Miami. People call them, quote, the big 2.5, saying he hasn't lived up to that top billing. But for Erik Spoelstra, he said he is our most important player. We've said that for 3 seasons. He allows everything to work on both ends of the court. Guys, you think about it, offensively, he's a floor spacer and an offensive rebounder. And defensively, he anchors the Heat inside. Spoelstra called him, quote, a perfect fit for their system.
He's got the length factor to be sure. Thanks, Doris. And for Meta, never really known for his offensive talents, but he was a reliable contributor, Clark, on the offensive end for most of his career. As you said, that seems to be in the past now.
You know, that's not to say he still can't come up with a big shot every so often, but there was a time he could be a second or third option in your offense. I think those days are in the rearview mirror.
Now more of a specialty for him.
I agree.
But the defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
And Cole kicks to Allen. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Connects from three-point range. Cole's got 5 now.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Yeah, shoddy defense there. Far too slow to react on the closeouts.
To the paint. Here's Udrih, defended by Cole. Udrih, the pass to Chandler. Anderson with the block. To the middle. Great tee that time from Udrih.
More often than not today, those shots have not dropped for him. Well, Miami stormed through the regular season and were viewed as the clear-cut favorites to come out of the East, but it was not as easy as expected. After sweeping Milwaukee, the Bulls gave them a scare, then the Pacers really took them deep all the way to Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals. That was not pretty there. You got to make that one, but maybe that's not his range.
It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And for the Heat, the Pacers were their first real test, it seemed, and they had to survive a win or go home against them. It almost seemed, Clark, to take away any momentum they might have had when they went up against the Spurs in the finals.
You know, it's interesting. When I think of momentum in the playoffs, it doesn't carry over from game to game or series to series. I think each game, Kevin, is really an entity in and of itself. That said, Miami found a way, despite being pushed by the Pacers and being pushed by the Spurs, both to Game 7s. It came down to LeBron James's brilliance, but also the hot shooting of a complimentary role-playing winner, Shane Battier.
Mario Chalmers, he's checked in for Miami. Wade kicks to Chalmers. Back to Wade. Allen dishes it to Wade. Chalmers passes to Wade. Feeds it to Chalmers. 6 to shoot. Chalmers with the screen for Bosh. Miami needs to get a shot off. Allen for the 3. Again, the miss by the Heat. The Knicks leading by 5. Outside, Felton. Left side, Shumpert. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
You got that right. I mean, he'll do it from three-point land or anywhere on the perimeter, really, because he is a deadly shooter. You've got to do a better job defensively.
The dish to Wade. Goes up on the wing. Here's Haslam. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active, be energetic, and react as soon as the shot goes up.
Bargnani from long range. Rebound by the Heat.
Boy, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Haslam can't get it to go.
Ill-advised shot selection right there, Clark.
It really was. I mean, very low percentage shot there.
And that one's good.
Man, a gaping hole in the defense that time, and he didn't waste any time getting through it.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
J.R. Smith, last season's Sixth Man of the Year, averaging 18 points per game off the bench for the Knicks. What a fantastic season.
The Heat trail by 5. Back to Allen. Kicks it to Chalmers. Pass to Allen. He feeds it to Haslam. Knocks it loose. And now the Knicks on the break. Smith's running. Shumpert, no good. And for J.R. Smith, the New Jersey native, right at home, Clark playing for the Knicks.
And you knew he had the talent to be special. He just had to put it all together and had a big season. The first player since '90 to come off the bench and score 30 or more in 3 straight games, Kevin. He's simply a bucket maker.
Felton off the pick from Chandler. Felton attacking, kicks it out to Bargnani. And that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton. Bargnani's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Chalmers, he's covered by Felton. Haslam dishes to Chalmers. Wade kicks to Allen. Wade, pass to Chalmers. Lets it go, and he drops that one in. Chalmers has got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, after struggling in the first quarter, he's come alive here in the second.
Felton against Chalmers. Back to Smith. The three. The Knicks rebound. Bargnani kicks to Smith. He passes to Felton. Chalmers against Shumpert. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally hit the bucket. Shumpert's got 7 points in the game. The pass to Chalmers. Felton against Wade. Hangs in the air, and Shumpert finishes inside. And the Knicks lead by 8.
What a finish with that hoop.
Wade from outside, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. And that does it for the first half of play.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Welcome, everyone. Damon Bruce here. It's time to review all the goings-on from half number 1. The Knicks have the lead out in New York against Miami. Their work on the offensive boards, a big factor. Great effort out there. Some great work out there by Iman Shumpert. He's got 9 points and has helped out a bit on the boards as well. And a tough matchup, but the Heat staying afloat. They're gunning from distance. The three-pointer's been their prime weapon. LeBron playing well in the first half. No hiccups in his game so far. He's putting up points with ease. And it's time now to head back to New York. We'll see you next time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. You gotta like what Iman Shumpert has done this game.
Boy, his rebounding was superb in that first half, particularly at the offensive end where he's really battling.
And that continually allowed them to get 2 quality shots on the same possession, Steve. That's invaluable.
Felton kicks to Bargnani. The tray, and the shot is good. Bargnani's got the first basket of the third quarter for New York.
You know, last season, guys, the Knicks put up a bushel basket full of threes, and with the shooters they had, you could see why they shot as many threes as they did. They had excellent shooters from behind the arc, and it also served Carmelo Anthony well because it opened the floor for him.
Here's Anthony. Felton. He dishes it to Bargnani. Lock at 6. The three-pointer, no good. Well, Clark, as you said about the Knicks last season, the offensive game plan was take some threes, take more threes, and then some more threes after that. Steve, I know you like that. They led the entire league in threes taken. In fact, they set the all-time record for threes made in a season.
Well, they were unbelievably proficient from long range. I mean, they had games where they'd take 40-plus threes, almost unheard of, but it's the way they played. And when you can surround Carmelo Anthony with shooters like that, it makes it tough to guard.
The Knicks leading by 13, and the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
And when Melo attacks off the dribble, I think that's when he's really at his best. He's got excellent ball handling skills and footwork for a player of his size. And whether putting the ball in his hands in the pick and roll or just isoing him in that pinch post area, he is very tough to defend when he gets ahead of steam guard.
Here's Felton, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And for Carmelo, attacking the rim makes a lot of sense. His three-point shot has been streaky over the years, but he looks like he's at least trying, Steve, to diversify his offense.
So I think he needs to attack more often. He can settle for threes. Sometimes he has a tendency to do that, but he's so strong and so quick that I think he's best suited when he really attacks the hole and gets to the foul line.
Wade, covered by Anthony. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
A super defensive play. I mean, if that pass gets through, it's probably 2 points.
And he knew that. He knew if it gets through, it's a score, so that's why he sold out for it and got a hand on it.
It's been a great day for them on the boards, Clark. That's definitely been a major factor in building this big lead.
And, you know, from a number standpoint, the advantage might not be that large, but they have been manhandling them inside.
And there's the call on Udonis Haslem. That'll be his second foul of the game. Bargnani passes to Carmelo. Back to Bargnani. Shumpert. Some nice passing by New York here. Nice shot by Felton. Felton's got 7.
And there it is again. That's where their points have been coming today, from the low post.
And even under pressure in tight, they've maintained their concentration and converted their opportunities.
And Chalmers kicks to LeBron. And again, it's the Heat missing.
He slipped into quite a funk here, Clark.
I think that's a good word to describe it. I mean, the basket is looking awfully small to him at the moment.
Anthony, covered by LeBron. LeBron with the block. Haslam with it.
After a first half where he had just 1 turnover, fellas, things have changed in the second. They're starting to pile up on him now.
Chris Anderson has checked in for Chris Bosh. And the Knicks with possession. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Felton dishes to Stoudemire. Outside for Felton. The feed to Carmelo. Shot clock at 5. Back to Felton. The steal. And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. Here's LeBron. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And it's going to go on Iman Shumpert.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
You know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one. Guys, it was no secret that last season the Knicks were really a perimeter-oriented team. They had some solid inside players, but basically those inside guys were there to set screens and defend and rebound. It was up to Melo and the other perimeter guys to carry the offense.
Cole, the pass to Anderson. Knicks with the rebound. Stoudemire's got his 7th rebound here tonight. New York leading by 16. World Peace with a screen for Felton. Passes it to Udrih. Plenty of space. And that one's good. Udrih has got his 2nd basket. Well, Clark, back to what you said last year about the Knicks. Last in points in the paint. Only about 1/3 of their points inside. Very little around the basket, Steve. It became an issue at times.
Well, it was an interesting group, Kevin. So many shooters. But Carmelo really represented their only low post threat. Even Tyson Chandler, his baskets were mostly offensive putbacks. So it was almost small ball all season long, but it was very interesting to watch.
Iman Shumpert is checked in for Raymond Felton. Here's Udrih, defended by Anderson. And Udrih kicks to World Peace. Dishes to Stoudemire. And stolen by LeBron. It's Anderson with the drive. Can't hit from in close.
They're losing. Their composure a little bit here on the bad end of a run.
Yeah, they are, and they need to come up with a rally-wrecking play here to stop this run.
World Peace with it. Wade picks him up. Shumpert dishes to Udrih. He kicks it to Stoudemire. Misses it from 7 feet out.
You know, every great player needs someone to push them to be better. LeBron said last year that, you know, that's what Kevin Durant does with him. And I think he works as hard as he does, knowing that Durant is coming to try to take his spot as the best player in the league.
The Knicks making a switch here. Felton's checked in. Timeout called, the Heat. And going back to LeBron for the time being, he's solidified Clark his standing. I think everyone would agree he's the best player in the NBA.
Well, how about 4 league MVP trophies to his credit? One of only 5 players in league history to win that many. One of only a few players to be both MVP of the league and MVP of the finals in the same year. So, enough said.
Felton with the ball. Wade picks him up. Battier comes with the double team. Wade, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And here are the Knicks now. Anthony, the pass to Felton. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Chris Bosh is checked in for Miami. The Heat trail by 16. Wade outside, trying his luck deep. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Wade's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. New York's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Got a piece of it. LeBron against Shumpert. Feeds to Udrih. There's the triple. Here's Stoudemire. Uses the glass to drop it in. And the Knicks lead by 15.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
Yeah, and that's what's paved the way for them to build this big lead, no question.
19 seconds left to play in the third. Felton against Wade. Felton kicks to Shumpert. Unloads from 13. Can't get it to go. Here's Battier. Can't get it to go. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Knicks. And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. They're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
Guys, how about all the second chance points they've been able to convert throughout this game?
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. And they've been turning those turnovers into points.
Felton with the ball. He's picked up by LeBron. They double him with LeBron. And it's Shumpert penetrating. Fires from 14. That one wide left. The Heat trail by 12. Wade dishes to LeBron. Bosh passes to Allen. LeBron outside. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Wade from outside. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. And the Heat making a change here. Battier's checked in. The Knicks leading by 12. Now, here's Felton, and it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. 16 seconds. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Wade kicks to Bosh. Allen, back to Bosh. Wade, covered by Smith. Wade passes to Bosh. Allen outside. And the lead is down inside single digits.
Well, Allen is the all-time leader in three-pointers made past Reggie Miller a couple of years ago. So obviously you have to worry about him out there. But what makes Allen so good is that he can also put the ball on the floor, get into the paint, and score at that mid-range area as well.
And he really has a fondness for those corners. I mean, you just can't help off of him. Too much of a threat from out there. You've got to stay connected to him.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, guys, I was able to listen in on what Erik Spoelstra was going over with his team in that last huddle. He doesn't think they've been giving it their all, saying they've been quicker to rebounds, to every loose ball. We got to wake up. The game's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We have got to take control of this thing. We'll see if he lit a fire under him, guys.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Felton kicks to Anthony. From 6 feet out, he nails it. Anthony's got 4 points in the quarter.
Defensively, I think they've got to do a better job of bodying them up.
Yeah, they're getting outclassed in the paint at both ends, really.
Wade dishes to Allen. Wade outside. Puts up a three. And the Heat, another three.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Man, I don't know, Clark. I think there might be even more defense in warm-ups. I mean, this is kind of embarrassing.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
A lot of people thought the East would be a cakewalk for Miami last year, but Indiana made sure that wasn't going to be the case. What a series with the Pacers using their size and strength to pound Miami down low, and eventually the Heat were able to pull it out, but boy, was that a tough series.
Bargnani is checked in for New York. It's stolen by Wade. LeBron outside. Back to Wade. Puts it up from 12. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And now just a 5-point New York lead. And just to touch back on the Eastern Conference Finals, went to a Game 7 where Miami ran away with the game. But, you know, Clark, if it weren't for the heroics of LeBron earlier in the series, it could have been the Pacers that took on San Antonio in the finals.
You know, I was thinking a little bit about two former ABA teams meeting in the NBA Finals, but the Heat managed to steal Game 1, and I thought that proved to be the difference in the end. That was a game the Pacers had and didn't squeeze. But the way these two teams are constructed, they should be seeing a lot more of each other in the near future. And I think that's great for the league because whenever they meet up in the regular season or the playoffs, it's always been a battle the last couple of years.
Nice rivalry developing between those two.
I think you're right. A good one brewing there.
And the defense got away with a major lapse there.
Allen with it. Now Felton defending. Here's Battier. Offline with his three.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not.
Offensive rebound. Smith the pass to Felton. Goes back up, and there's the call on Bosh. That's his first foul.
I like the call. I thought the defense was moving him.
Yeah, I think he slid underneath. Good blocking call that trip.
A different look for Miami. Udonis Haslem. He's checked in for Battier. And it's Chalmers in for Dwayne Wade. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Felton can't get it to go.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
That's pretty much been the norm for them. Getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Dwayne Wade's checked in for Ray Allen. Felton kicks to Anthony. Chandler with the screen on LeBron. Anthony off a pick from Felton. Anthony against LeBron. The dish to Bargnani. 5 to shoot. Anthony. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. And the Knicks lead by 7.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
Here's Haslem. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. For New York, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Felton dishes to come. It's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Ramon Shumpert is checked in for J.R. Smith. Kicks it to LeBron. He feeds it to Chalmers. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Wade, good.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
Yeah. In fact, 3 of the last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
New York calls timeout. They lead by 4. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter. .30 left in the fourth. Felton with the ball. Now guarded by Mario Chalmers. Pass to Anthony. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
It hasn't happened as quickly as he would have liked, but he's finally putting some points on the board in this game. Well, there's a reason he's one of the top scorers in the league. Melo is so versatile offensively. He gets in that triple threat position, and then it's a kind of a pick-your-poison dilemma for the defender.
Well, he's got a honey-sweet stroke as a jump shooter. He's equally dangerous putting it on the ground or attacking the teeth of the D or going over top of a good defender. We've seen it all the way back at Syracuse. This guy has gotten better with time. and he's one of the elite scorers we've seen in the league in a while.
Just an enormous advantage for them on the boards.
Guys, the key to the lead, to me, has been they've dominated the glass. It's that simple.
And the clock is their worst enemy right now.
Yeah, they've got to work very quickly here, Steve.
LeBron passes to Chalmers. He dishes it to Wade. Another miss by Wade. The Knicks have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. LeBron against Felton. Here's Anthony. And it falls over the rim and in. And the Knicks lead by 9.
This game's over, guys. I think we can say that with certainty.
Yeah, I agree with you there. We have officially reached garbage time.
Again, the miss by the Heat. For New York, they've gone 6 of 13. So just about 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Outside, Felton. Ball's knocked loose and out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Here's Chalmers off on that one. So it's New York picking up the win. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the Jordan Player of the Game, Raymond Felton.
Time changes, new faces, old best friends, new strangers, new watch just to keep up with the paces, new game plan off the new places. I got a feeling I could win this race. I found my pace. The only thing that you could do for me is please stay about my way. Don't come around my way unless you got something to pay.
Yeah. It's been a ride.